Greetings everybody, and welcome back to our Diablo 2 campaign, Adventuring Sanctuary. We are going to do something a little bit different today, because there's been a few people that haven't been able to make it at the last minute, and my guys still want to play. So, being the DM prepared as ever, that I am, I've got them something they can do. So we're going to sink our teeth into that today. We're not going to push further into the tower like we were doing. We're going to do a bit of a tangent mission, a little bit of skirmish if you want to call it that. And it will also help some of the newer players get a little bit more experience under their belt, as it were, and get used to their characters and what they can do as their characters. So we'll try and make it as good as we possibly can. Hopefully we'll have a third person join us later on. I think they're running behind a bit, but if not, then that's fine. So today we have Ophi and Baxter joining us. Baxter, our new druid, and Ophi, our beloved sorceress. So as you may know, if you've been following on, I like to do a quick session note recap of the previous session, so it brings us all up to speed on what we're doing and where we are within the campaign for both viewers and players. Okay, so when we last met, Crodus and Baxter were only just waking up inside the encampment to see that the rest of the party had left, possibly just to let them recover some more, whilst they went back to the tower to look for the missing Blaze, who still had not returned. Cleverly or simply instinctively, they figure out where the party went and follow their gut feelings. However, they still had to travel all that distance, and for quite some time too, until they would be able to catch up fully with the rest of the main body of the party again. Meanwhile, the rest of the party inside the tower decide to move on, but slowly and cautiously, thinking that their comrades would catch them up in due course anyway. And so, Ophi notices a small chest tucked into the corner of one of the alcoves. She uses one of her iron keys that she has on her belt and pops the lid open to reveal a plain old dagger. Nothing special, but she takes it anyway. Surveying the area reveals a set of bloody footsteps leading towards the southernmost passage on that floor, where a small room can be seen at the end, holding a set of steps which will eventually lead down to the next floor below. And as there wasn't much else really to keep them on that floor, the party decided to head on down. Once there, they wander a little, taking in their surroundings quite quickly. Pressing forwards though, the only way they can go, each step taking them to a shall we say a hidden nightmare that they had no idea was waiting for them, as on this level there was strange whispering sounds and the noise of flapping wings, gentle sounds, but yet you could still hear them, but nothing could be seen until it was too late. Vengeful ghosts roam the halls in the tower, spirits of long forgotten warriors who served under the Countess at one point. Their bodies gone, but their souls remained to guard her. Even after death had taken them, their duty remained to her. Alaric does a little scouting ahead and runs into a dead body thrown over by the small table. Off to one side of the room. Thinking it was Blaze, he says it's her out loud, and Aurora dashes past everybody she can see to see if it is true or not. But no, it wasn't the case, and so the hunt for Blaze continues on. It wasn't long before the ghosts sensed some of the life force the party brought with them and sought them out one by one in an attempt to add them to their ranks, but the party prevailed in battle yet again. After the first one had been killed off, two more appeared. However, at this point, Crodus and Baxter were able to reach the rest of the party and help with this fight. After the battle, whilst most of the party are now crowded around Ophi's warmth globe so they can mend their wounds suffered in the last battle, Alaric unharmed, took some time to head up the northernmost passage and found yet another chest there. But without proper checks, he simply gave in to his curiosity and suffered for it, as a bolt of ice-cold energy tore out from inside the chest as he opened it up and hit him in the neck, dealing some damage, but also causing him to be chilled and moving a lot slower now. Inside the chest were some useful items, one being a potion of stamina, which can be very useful. It can potentially be a lifesaver. Once the party had fully healed up, they headed down the southernmost passage again, this time encountering a single ghost that gets the jump on Scarlet, ironically, as it emerges through the wall right next to where she stands and grabs hold of her arm. Yet, even though it got the jump on them, it still dealt with rather quickly. After the small fight, Ovi searches the room off to one side of the main hallway. It holds 2 dusty bookshelves. On each are old texts and tomes that have been damaged to a point of no return. However, there are 2 small boxes on both of the bookstands, and in each of the boxes lays a scroll. One being an identified scroll, the other being a town portal scroll. Both of the scrolls are very handy, as the party will know. Whilst this goes on though, Aurora decides she will do some scouting too. Sensing the way forward, she heads south and again follows the passage to the end, where she finds the stairs down to the next floor below, and a dead body on the floor surrounded by a pool of blood, which again had bloody footprints nearby which led into the steps. It's here where we pick up our session, as the party now have yet more decisions to make. Should they use the town portal to get out, or delve deeper in the hopes of finding Blaze, and of course, so much more. And give me 30 seconds, because I've just clicked off my game. Okay, everybody, what is it that you want to do at this current point? So I'm going to put you guys back onto the tower. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to tie up a few loose ends. So at the moment, we've got Francis, who has since being struck by the ghosts, is starting to feel a little bit ill by them, and so kind of barricades himself in the corner as best as he possibly can, using his minions to protect him in ways while he just recovers and recuperates a little. Alaric, on the other hand, heads past you, Baxter, quite quickly. In fact, no, quite slowly, because of the effect that's happened to him with his shield effects. So he kind of like slowly, and you can feel the cold as he heads past, and he's going to head over towards his bed, and he's just going to sit there, and he's going to, if you watch him as he goes past, you see that he's obviously looking a bit paler due to the immense amount of cold, but he's also holding his chest as he sits down, and begins to rock. He's backwards and forwards, and in his head, he holds his head in his hands, and just seems to not lose his mind, but every now and then you hear a cough, a quite strong cough coming from him. Now, Scarlet continues in the warmth circle, healing herself up, reloading her crossbow, checking them over to make sure that there's no severe damage, or any more than what had already been given previously. Checking her food rations are still edible, and not turned to mush. Yeah, just generally doing a few maintenance checks on her gear and stuff like that while she prepares and gets ready to go forwards with everybody else. So that leaves Ophi and Baxter, and of course Nyx, who is with Ophi. And you've also got Aurora too, watching over the rest of the party and just keeping a general eye out for things that could possibly pose any dangers or any threats to anybody. So Ophi and Baxter, what do you want to do?
I think we need to jump back to town and then use the waypoint to maybe clear the way back a little bit.
Yeah, we've done as much as we can for where we are. It's time to just go.
I'm going to shout over to Aurora. Hey, Aurora, do you fancy taking a quick breather back at town?
She snaps her attention over towards you. Nods lightly, glances over at the stairs, and then mutters something under her breath, which you can't really see. You're not really close enough either to lip read from her, but then she turns back to you, Ophi, and says, "Yeah, sure. If you think it would help, I'm all for it. You got one of those portal thingies, right?"
Got two. But
right.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. If that's what you want to do.
I'm going to cast it over here against the wall. We've got anything else that's going to follow us, so...
Right, okay. So Town is there. There we go. So you read a few of the inscriptions that are on the scroll, Ophi, and the scroll basically turns into ash in your hands. But just as it does so, the energy that leaves the scroll forms the portal, and you end up seeing the door, and you see the familiar, I say warm glow, but it does make you feel warm because it is obviously a port to safety.
Yep, okay, so I'm going to wave over to Baxter. I don't know if you can see me because he's behind a crate.
Oh yeah, he can see you. Yeah, it's damaged to a point where there's like loads of holes in it. Wouldn't give much protection, and you can definitely see through it, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm coaxing him over to the portal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's seen one before, but I'm kind of encouraging him to come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look back and nod an affirmation, turn into a lyric and going, right, go on Frosty, time to go home. And then I make my way over.
Perfect. So, head through the portal, and I think while I'm in town I'm going to grab Scarlet some bolts, because I know she's been complaining about running out of bolts recently, so I've got some space in my inventory for those for her.
Yeah. Okay, that'd be really nice. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. So Alaric just kind of mumbles and mutters something as you move away, but he doesn't show any sign of following, so he's just going to stay there and wait for you guys to return. As for Aurora, she's already moving up towards the portal. Yeah. Okay. And then one by one, you have a quick look around before you go. Make sure everyone seems to be okay that's staying. And then all jump through. Where? So from town. Okay. So we all exit the portal then. There you go. It's still odd. It's probably something you may take a long time, or maybe you won't ever get used to it, Ophi. But it's very odd. It's one minute you are in a cold cellar of a tower, like a basement area, no light other than small bits that are showing you the way, and anything that you've got on you that would be glowing. You step through that door and you're instantly met by a rush of like warmer air, and you can see life about the place. Like, obviously it's a little damaged and tainted, but you can see like there's grass on the other side. It's like looking through a window and then stepping through.
Yeah, I kind of...
It's a very odd experience, that's for sure, for a lot of people.
Yeah, I kind of shudder when I come through, because the breeze from being inside the tower kind of stuns me a little bit, but I kind of give a nice big sigh of the fresh air that's coming through as well, because it was really stuffy in that tower.
Right.
Fresh air.
Okay. So the time roughly is about 5 PM or so. So you've got a little bit of time left that the vendors will be open if you want to get anything whilst you're here.
Yeah, we need some bulk.
Very well. The person for that would be Chelsea. She can easily resupply you with bolts and arrows.
Yeah, I just need bolts for Scarlet. How much of the bolt? And possibly some mana potions.
Yeah, you can grab those from Akara.
So if we get one lot of bolts, and so I've got lots of healing potions, but no mana potions. So
yep.
And I've got Scarlet telling me off I need mana potions to make sure I've got plenty of mana. So right, mana potion. So Chelsea. So I need some bolts from Chelsea.
No.
I only need one lot because that's 20 bolts, isn't it? Is one not enough?
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to help. They're kind of, I wouldn't say they're abundant, but let's say they're not difficult to get hold of or to even make herself. So hence why they're so cheap, and you get a lot for what you pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, easily got enough stock though for you if you wanted to stock up on some of them. Don't forget each quiver, I believe, carries up to 40. Let's have a quick look. I believe it's 40.
Am I looking in the wrong bit then? Because I've got consumables, it says quiver 20. Powers quiver. I'm looking for just bolts.
Yeah. So yeah, if you look on consumables, ammo. So you can buy 20 at a time. For 16 gold in total. But that gives you the full quiver as well, so that takes up 2 slots. If you then buy the next one up, the next lot, sorry, because I think you can hold 40 in any one.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, okay.
So you get the next 20 without taking it up in any more slots, but then that quiver is completely and utterly full. So you can hand her over a full quiver of 40, and then all it'll take up is 2 inventory slots.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah, okay. So that'll be 32 gold total.
Yeah.
And you've got 40, a 40 slot, a 40 count crossbow bolt quiver, which will take up 2 of your inventory spaces until you give it to Scarlet.
Okay, and then we need some potions. What level are we allowed to buy up to at the moment?
For the potions, you've only got minor at the moment.
Okay, so can I have 5 minor mana? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can.
So,
They're only 18 each.
that's a car, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wave at Baxter as I walk past.
Baxter just waves back after 1,000-yard stare, taking everything in.
Yeah.
And I'm pointing to the waypoint over here as I walk past it.
Yeah.
Because we need to be using the waypoint next.
Yep.
And I'm waving to Aurora as well. Tell them to meet me over there. So, I want 5 minor mana potions, not healing. I've got plenty of healing. I need mana. So, they're 20 each.
Yeah, that's fine. So she's on 40. So whilst you're doing this, Ophi, you spot Aurora coming back from this tent over by the fire, which you know full well is kind of like a makeshift barrack, not barracks, like a reserves tent, and also where the war room and so on will be for Kasha and her rogues. So she comes back and she's filling up her own like a belted quiver that she keeps for her arrows, and she's just sliding them in one by one as she walks over to you, and she sees that you are moving about camp quite quickly. And then yeah, she acknowledges that you are there and will follow shortly behind you, Baxter. Now, so you go to Kara. Is there anything you want to talk to her about?
Oh, a minute. I'm thinking we need some keys as well. And then I'll have a think about what we need to talk to her about. Because obviously, I can't find the key. Ah, here we go. Can I have... They're 20... the keys are 24, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can I have 4 keys as well?
Yes, you can.
We've got plenty of gold, don't worry. And I've already got 1 in hand, so that makes 5 keys to a slot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's five per single slot that you use.
So it made sense to do this whilst we could potentially have Violet join us.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right, I'm just going to add my potions to the belt.
Yep.
Do you need any potions, Baxter?
No, I should be alright. I've got enough to keep me going, and failing that, hopefully my spells will keep me up.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep all of these then. Right, okay. So, whilst I'm still standing with Akara, I'm going to ask her if she knows anything about the tower and the Countess, and if she knows anything about how we might be able to put the pentangle of fire out.
Okay. Well, just takes a moment to think, especially as you mentioned the pentagram of fire, and she gives a quick glance over to one of her dusty bookshelves that she's kind of neglected for a little while she's worrying about her potion making and so on. Glances over quickly and then moves with a kind of like a speed that you've not seen of her in the past. Grabs hold of the book and brings it down and opens it up. And it's quite a big tome size, so she requires both hands to use it, and she slams it down on the table. She flicks to a page in the tome which has a perfect image of the ring of fire with the pentagram symbol inside it, and she says, "Is this what you mean?" She points.
I'm nodding and pointing and agreeing. It's like, yes, it's exactly that. How? Tell me, is it? Can we extinguish it?
She lets out a bit of a sigh as she reads her book, the text near the symbol that's depicted in the pages. it's been a while since she's ever had to delve into this information, but it's still all fresh within her mind. And she says, let me see. Okay. My dear, I've got some bad news. There is no way you can get rid of this. Short of destroying wherever it is in the first place, these flames that encircle this unholy image, they are not of this realm. These are what we refer to as hellfire.
Oh lordy.
And the angels have tried very hard to extinguish the demons, but neither side seems to gain any advantage over the other for too long before the battle ebbs and flows once more. There's only one way that you would be ever able to destroy this particular thing, and that is to venture into hell itself and kill the one that dwells there.
That would explain why it doesn't burn demons. Thank you for your help, Akara. I will update the others.
Not a problem. Now, is there anything else I can help you with before you go?
Can Akara help with Alaric's issue?
If she knows about it, possibly. Depends on what it is that you want her to try and help.
I'm trying to explain to her that Alaric has triggered a trap in a chest, which has left him with a cold. He's shivering. And he's retreated to a bed, and he's kind of walking a lot slower. What do you think might have caused that, and is it treatable?
Well, that's a very common thing, I'm afraid. It sounds like, to me, that your curious, thiefy friend has decided that he's going to poke his nose in somewhere where someone didn't want it. Yes, it is treatable, and I have just the thing for it. And she reaches over and grabs a potion, which is, if I recall, a slightly blue, but it's got a swirling like a white glittery cloud inside it, like a puff inside the potion itself, and it makes it at some places seem like it's lighter blue than what your mana potion would be. She says, she shakes the bottle slightly, you can see that it swirls inside the liquid, and she says, yeah, this should do it. And it's only a small thing, it's only like you could hold it between your thumb and your index finger, it's that small. Just so one of these will easily fix the child's affliction. It's known as a thawing potion, and I believe you may have one. It's a thawing, so you know we thaw something out when it's frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you got one on you or not. I can't quite remember what loot you got, but
I have it.
If you don't have one, you can grab one for 7 gold. They're really not expensive.
I have a soothing potion which does burning and
that's slight. That's very, very similar. It's a similar size bottle, but it's like a reddish color liquid, and inside is like a slightly yellowy that glittery, the same thing that was in the Thorin one, but it's a yellowish color, so it becomes almost like a very bright orange or pale orangish color. Are you bringing that one out?
We will purchase that for Alaric.
Okay. So yeah, no problem. Trade's done easily enough. You got the money for it. She's got the potion ready. Thank you. Let's hope that he makes a quick recovery.
Just one more thing while I think about it. Francis was a bit... I don't know. We encountered some ghost wraiths. They came through walls. And Francis, our necromancer, he's a little bit taken aback by it. It's almost like he's spooked.
Interesting.
And that's really like him to be kind of...
A necromancer that gets spooked by dead things.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I'm not sure
though Francis does have a good amount of dark power, he uses it for the right reasons, and this is the only reason I continue to serve and to help. He's proven himself time and time again that he's on the side of light and not tempted by the corruption. So I have to wonder, has he ever had any form of interaction with any ghosts in the past? Maybe there's some sort of traumatic experience that we don't know of. Could this be the case, do you think?
I don't know. I've not known Francis all that long, so I will make a note to ask him when I return.
Yeah. Okay. And she nods and says, I'm no expert, but that's what I would think. Maybe there's something deep-rooted within him that he needs to overcome before being able to be around more ghosts. But it's interesting you say that. That you mentioned what about the symbol you found and the ghosts. Doesn't bode well, does it? Whereabouts have you been to find these?
We found a kind of abandoned tower. And I think where it's located. Stony Fields? Around that area, I think.
Well, as you probably already know, you don't need to be an expert. Having ghosts wander around and attacking is generally not the way of things. When you're dead, and you either go up or you go down, depending on whether your spirit is good or bad. However, these seem to be lingering for some reason. Maybe some sort of tether. This could be helpful in finding what you're looking for.
Find out why they're lingering.
Indeed.
Thank you.
They sound very vengeful if they attack on the site, so find out what that could be, and that could be half your problem solved.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your help, Vakara.
Anytime, my dear, anytime. She takes the book and puts it back on the shelf, lets out a few coughs as the dust just kicks up from it. It's like, oh, yeah, I need to clean this.
I'm going to make my way over to Baxter.
Okay.
And talk to him about the things I've discovered.
Very well.
He's just done a BRB in the chat, so...
Yep, no problem.
Wait for him to come back.
Baxter sees you approaching, and he just tries to swallow the rations that he's got in his mouth, thinking now was the time for snacks, not realising you were heading back.
Yeah.
You're all good, Baxter?
Yep, sorry, a bit peckish, not eaten in days.
No, you're fine. I've just been talking to Akara about Alaric and Francis and the tower and the ghosts and and I started reeling off all the issues and solutions and everything that I've discussed with Akara, and well, I'm talking rather fast.
It's fine, trust me, I do the same thing.
So yeah, there's a lot going off, and I've got a potion to help fix Alaric. I've topped up on potions. I've got a nice fresh quiver of bolts for Scarlet. Yeah, I feel like I'm mothering everybody today, but you know what? I'm a bit frustrated. I really feel like I could do with nailing a few I don't know, imps, creatures, something.
You were the less fortunate.
Yeah.
Well, you know, no better time like the present.
Oh, well,
Hmm? She just looks at Baxter and just starts giggling.
is there anywhere that needs to clear out at the moment? I could really do with getting rid of some of this frustration.
She's like, yeah. Oh, sorry, Baxter. You might want to just wipe your chin a bit. Yes. Let's head back to what's it called again? All these different places. The Black Marsh. Let's go there. It's close by to where we need to be anyway, so we can get back nice and easily if we need to. Obviously we've got the portal still, so we can use that, but for now we can use the waypoint, go there and maybe clear the way forward. If you want to take out some frustration on some nice easy things to find and kill, I should imagine there'll be plenty there somewhere for you. Just got to find them.
Sounds like a plan.
Baxter wipes his mouth and hangs his head in shame, walking over to the waypoint.
Black Marsh, here we come.
Okay. Alright.
Do you fancy joining us? Aurora?
Well, might as well. I mean, it's either that or I've got to wait around with those other dummies. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, let's go kill things. Alright, and one by one you will slip through the waypoint and head towards, yeah, if I can find it, the Black Marsh. Let's move Scout off of there. Let's see. Put you over there with Nyx. Baxter, I don't think I've done your character yet. Oh, there you are. Okay. So you step through the waypoint and straight into the muddy bog style of land that the Black Marsh has to offer. The smell of the place, the putrid stench of old and rotten flesh. Some of it not necessarily that old either. This place seems to destroy very, very quickly flesh and anything that's living tissue. The rot seems to be moving quickly in this place, more than any other area that you've seen or that you've at least witnessed. So, darting forwards, Aura looks about and turns to you, Ophi, and says, "Okay, which way?"
Looking around, and I can kind of.
You can easily see where the tower is, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, I can recall where we've been and where we haven't been, so
yeah.
I'm pointing down towards this direction because I don't recall investigating down there before. So
all right,
I'm pointing.
Let's all right. Let's shift that way then, and she moves towards here. Being a very sneaky character that she is, she's going to do a quick stealth roll when I can actually find what I need. Max.
I'm beckoning to Baxter to say, "Come on."
I just turn around and I go, "Oh, sorry, I'm still getting used to this stuff."
Yeah, we'll do a quick, where is it, skills, stealth. That's a main. Okay. That might just do it. So she walks a little bit slower, a little bit more careful and paced at this point, but she is attempting to be a little bit stealthier. Ooh.
We have a bridge.
We do have a bridge.
I definitely haven't been this way before.
So the bridge is not that big. It is, the walking space is 10 feet, so you can go across 2 by 2. Any wider and one of you's in the water.
Okay.
Unless you're flying, of course. If you're flying, then it's not an issue. Okay.
He wants to hit the first steps because I have a thing with bridges.
Alright.
Next to.
Very well.
I'll walk in kind of half grid squares because I don't like being in the front.
Okay.
I'm not as bold as Scarlet. I am secretly wishing she was here, because she normally dives off ahead. But I can't see too far ahead right now.
That's okay. So, just heading across then. You can see, if you look left or right on the bridge when you get to the middle, you can see just how wide it is. And you can see that the river bends. It follows the shape of the land for the time being, and then it will bend sharply towards a western and northwestern direction, which is looping around on itself, and then it will come out, or as it passes where the rogue encampment is, it will head that way, and then it will head north to a big, well, not big, but it's like a small golf area, and you can it'll break up into that area before reaching the inner sea, if I recall correctly. There we go. So one by one.
Yeah, I'm keeping my ears peeled because I'm starting to. I can see a chest, but I can also see a carver over here.
Yep. You've got full vision of everything that you are able to see at this point, Ophi. So you can see.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how tall these walls were.
Well, don't forget these are really short, so you would be a real push to see anything behind these walls. But everything that is over on the pathway, you can see quite clearly. 5, 10, 15.
I'm stood here and I'm like, secretly going woohoo in my head, but I'm like, oh, not those guys again. Are these guys blue tinged?
They are. And just as you reach the bottom of the bridge here, you hear a loud screech coming from that direction as the very guttural and goblin-like voice comes from that direction, shouting, "Ah, there, get him, get him!" And they turn, at least 4 of them that you're able to see, all turn and face directly towards your direction, Ophi. What are you doing in reaction to that?
Ooh.
You just got their attention, all 4 of them.
I'm not close enough for a charge bolt.
Nope. And they start to close in. In which case, then, if you've got nothing that you can actually do, I'm going to have us go into...
I was going to do a firebolt. But I can only do it on one of them.
I can let you do a firebolt, yeah. Go ahead.
So, firebolt on this one, which is the first one that I reach. There we go. 19 to hit.
Okay. Let's get the... No, why doesn't that go away? I'm guessing that's a bug. Ah, there we go. Alright. Right. I need... What have I got? Carver, Demon... Monsters... Carver... Yes, you instantly recognise the blue hue to their skin, and know that they are Carver demons. You don't know how many there are, but you know that they are there. So a 19 is definitely going to strike.
So, oh, I only got 3 points damage though.
It's alright. 3 points. 3 points. Right. So let's do this one. So you got one there, monastery. Okie dokie. Alright, so let's go into our initiative orders then, please. Baxter, do you remember how to do it so it adds it to your sheet? Adds it to the...
Possibly. It's on my character sheet, isn't it?
Yes, it's on your character sheet.
Yeah.
But you need to select your token.
Yep.
And then I should say that. And then click it once you've selected it, and it will add it onto the turn order for you. So click the character, make sure that that's highlighted, and then initiative roll.
Yep.
Perfect. Hey, nice, good job, everybody. Right, so one of these is taking a firebolt. On to do those four for now. Carver. Okay. And then that one. Okay, so moving into position, Aurora kind of like hops over this part of the wall and drops quietly, almost landing on this body, but minding her footwork. She moves forward and hides behind this wall here. Leans just forward enough to take a pot shot at this one. And she's going to get an advantage because she's hidden. It's a 16, that's going to strike. Okay. Yeah, so after letting loose the arrow, it flies towards this one here and it sinks into his chest. And he goes down. So what I'll do is I'll do that. Okay. There we go. And instantly one falls to the ground, weapon and shield clattering around his body, as you can see the blood just pouring out of the wound. 5, 10. She's going to head back towards the bridge, try and get out of sight as much as possible. 5, 10, 20. Yeah, she could do that, and then we'll try to go into a stealth again. Yeah, nice. So very nimbly she tiptoes basically around his body, and the other side she just takes a knee and aims her bow and arrow, next one that's set up, down through the gap the other side of the wall, just waiting for somebody to come through. That's going to be her done. Okay. -1 for that. So with sword raised in the air, 1, 2, 3, 4. Movement. Yep, that's fine. And it's just going to stare at you, Ophi, and take a swing. It's a normal strike. He comes running in and brings the blade down for a 5. You just duck out of the way at the last moment before taking the strike. And as you do so, the blade just swings down heavily into the dirt. It's like chipping itself slightly on the pebbles that are forming the road through this horrible place. You can hear the frustration in his voice. Moving on. Baxter, you're up.
So I'm going to just move up next to the thing.
Yep.
Study it for a minor second before raising my short sword. And going for an attack.
Yep. You go ahead. What do we got total? So 7. Ooh, low roll.
Yeah.
He literally just brings his shield around and parries your blow away as he's turning his body, and just starts laughing at you from very, very low down compared to how tall you are. Anything else at all?
I don't know what else I can do for my bonus action that isn't not what I wanted. I can't take another swing, can I?
No.
No, that's fine then. Bear with me, I've got to read the rules on one of my spells because this might actually help me out.
Have you got a bonus action spell?
I'm looking at heat metal, but I don't think it's a bonus action spell. I think it's a main spell.
In which case you've already used your main action, so you won't be able to use that.
So that's gonna be me.
Okay, so you move into position and try to take a swing, but it just does not connect, other than with his shield. Very well. Ophi.
I'm not impressed that this guy's moved super close.
Yeah. He's within 5 feet of you, so you need to get some distance between him. You can control Nyx as well, don't forget. So
I think I'm going to use Nyx to cast my firebolt for me.
Okay.
Purely because it's a tiny bit close to me, and Nyx is that little bit further.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to channel your spell through your... Yeah, okay, through Nyx. That's fine. How close is she to... Is she on the same square as you, or is she one away from...
She is one away from me.
Alright, so she's, what, here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pop her there then. Yeah, okay then. So I'm guessing closest target. Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh.
2 points. Yeah, okay. And what's Nyx doing? I think she's only got firebolt at the moment, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's then got firebolt.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
also a good, yeah, that's another good hit. Pity on the damage though. Okay. So you can see both your concentrated energy coming out of Nyx first, and then followed by her own. Both strike into the carver, which stood in front of you and Baxter. It just hits him both on the side, and you can just see that there's just like these big glowing red circles where he's just been impacted by both of them.
But he's still standing.
He is still standing, sadly. The damage wasn't quite there. So in that case then, I believe that'll be done. And we move on to the dead carver, but obviously he's gone. So, the next one, who's in his group, is going to be moving up 2, 3, and he's going to unleash an attack against you, Baxter. You're not being flanked, but it is a good hit, a good roll, sorry. You do take a measly 2 points of slashing damage, unless you can reduce it through armor or other means. So he just takes a little chip out of your flesh there.
Yeah, you just nicks me.
Nothing major, nothing to really worry about. But he's very happy with himself, because these things are generally crap and cannot hit for shit. So, on a 19 flat rate is, yeah, good roll. What's your AC actually? Yeah, that's fine. So I need 22. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So the guys in his group are this one, and this one. 5, 10, 20. So from out of the darkness over there comes rushing a final carver, who's going for you, Ophi. He attempts a quick strike with his blade and completely whiffs as well, just like his friend did. Okay, so that's turn 1 done. Aurora, not really making herself known, and likes to keep it that way, is going to let loose a shot towards the one that's just come up. Actually, no, she won't be able to see him. The one that's just in front of you, Baxter. The one that has got the glowing, the fire marks on his chest. Let's see what he can do. I need to re-roll that, but 18's good. 18, and that's an 8 piercing damage. That one. Just drops instantly in front of you as you hear a twang, and you can just see an arrow just sticking out of his head.
Baxter just looks around in confusion.
There's nowhere. Yeah, gone.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Baxter looks around in confusion, just forgetting that Aurora was all the way back there. Just thinking that he was getting sniped at by someone else.
Yeah. She would have gone for this one over here, but she wasn't able to. What with the bridge blocking her view of him slightly, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So, she is not able to get out of sight enough to hide this time. She's kind of backed into the corner. So, I'm going to make her use her movement, or what's left of it, to try and climb up this bridge, which is easy enough. So 5, 10, 15. She'll go there. She's going to give up the chance of hiding, so she can fire in plain sight. But if you guys remain in close combat, then she gets sneak attack anyway. Let's see. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She's not that sort of work. Okay. So that one has also gone down. So that's from the second group, so he is going to follow this way and try to get around his friend here. Oh, here we go. And he will unleash an attack towards you, Baxter. Let's see if we can get anything. It's a normal strike, so a 6. No, nothing. Again, coming in hot and missing. All right, Baxter, you're up.
Oh, so this time, if I'm right in thinking, all 3 still in front of me is. Would you say that one would also be in range when it decides to? Yeah. Would you say that one was also in combat, or is it?
Yeah.
Like away from? Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just look at them, and I'm going to cast Thunderwave. It electrifies a 15-foot cube in front of me. Given from my front-facing direction, so that would be here. When it pings. Oh dear. Technology's failing me now. There we go. Yeah, so I get to choose in which direction it goes, but basically it's just a cube. You've got to... Let me just make sure I've got the rules right on this one, because... Yes.
Yeah.
Each creature in a 15-foot cube originate from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, they stay where they are and they're unaffected.
Okay. So which ones is this going to affect? All 3 of these in front of you?
Yeah, the ones in front of me. So it spreads out one square to the left and 1 square to the right.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
So I'm going to roll that. I think you've got to beat what I roll on it, which is 2d8. Oh no, it's a DC 13. So let me see.
Well, you can just click the spell if you want on your spell list.
Yeah.
And then that will bring up the description. There we go. Show description. Yeah, 15-foot cube, blah, 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 yeah, wait, thunder source, blah, 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 each feet, everything. Con save of...
I'm so sorry for this, my granddad's losing his rag. I don't know if he can be heard, but...
Huh?
No, that's fine then. I was going to say he's a very angry old man.
All good. Alright, let's see. DC 13. There it is, right over there. So we take your casting value. So Carver 1, 2, and 3. Starting from the one closest to Ophi. It's a con save. Oh dear. Okay. So needs a 13 or higher.
Ooh.
Okay, so he's fine. Next one down. That's going to be a fail. And that's also a fail. So these two are affected. This one is not.
Yep.
Okay. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. Did you roll damage? You did.
Yeah, automatically it's 8 damage.
On the fail, and he's pushed 10 feet away from you. Wonderful. So that guy is now there, that one is now there, and they have been relieved of 8 of their hit points. There we go. Just update that. Alright, so very, very weakened. They are thrown back. Anything else? It's thunderous boom. Okay. You do, however, send out a very, very loud thunderclap as it tears and echoes through this region. It's going to be one. Yeah, they're going to mobilise. Threats unseen at this point are now aware of your presence. However, these guys are there. Do they take anything on a save?
I was just looking. I think on a save they take half, but isn't pushed.
Okay. So this one resists. He brings up his shield to in front of him as quickly as possible. Still takes a good hit from the thunder, but that's as much as you do to that one. Let's see, vulnerabilities, resistances, immunities. No. All right, all good.
Ooh.
Nice. So you've opened up a little bit of space for you and Ophi there. And it's now, if you are finished with your turn, it'll be Ophi. Ophi, you're up then.
I think I've got a decent distance for charge bolt now. So I'm just checking my info. 15 to 15. I think I just capture these guys in it, don't I? So.
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Yeah, you can easily do that.
Charge bolt.
Now.
Gotta get this thing right then. Position properly.
Okay. This is going to cast as a ranged attack spell. Because it stretches out at 15 feet or so. And you do have an enemy within range. So whilst you are doing all of your power gathering to do your bolt, he is going to take a swing at you just as you release the energy. That's going to get a normal attack against you, probably. Yeah, it misses again. He really can't hit you, can he? So just as you release that, he takes a swing. You duck away from it, and instead he just takes the full blast of your electricity. So you do 2
lightning damage.
Yeah, that's all right. Just as the energy dissipates, he's crackling away. But this one here, keep doing that one, and that one.
I thought I'd add to the thunder that we've just had, so we've had thunder and lightning.
Once the lightning goes, you can see on the floor is just 2 charred, crackling bodies that were recently hit with the thunder. So, as a combo attack this round, you guys have managed to take out 2 of them. So that's you, Ophi. Are you? Is Nyx going to do anything, or is she going to?
Oh, Nyx is still going to do her firebolt. She's going to try and get this guy down.
All right, it'll be an attack with disadvantage.
That's fine.
But at least you still get to attack. So 7. Yeah. I'm afraid that is just going to sail past his shoulder and sink into the dirt behind him. Slightly off on that one, Nyx. But you still managed to wipe out 2 with your lightning, which is great. Next one up is the car on this side. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'm just going to put these guys in a corpse corner over here, just so we know how many are left and so on. That way they're not getting interfering with the gameplay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't go any further than that. Okay, so that's that group on the right hand side. He's got 11. That's fine. We'll move that one up. Okay. Right. So those have already been moved in position. This one is not yet. so they can't actually get into position to attack this turn, so that's fine. Turn map 3. Aurora's going to kick off round 3 with a shot towards this one here. She's going to just do a normal arrow shot. Yep. That's going to be a big smack. That's going to be 10 points of piercing damage, which is enough to destroy this guy. This one literally tears through his neck and out the other side, sticking in the ground. Let's put those over there. Get them out of the way. There we go. Okay. You can hear in just behind you, lightly celebrating, Ophi. So these guys, one's gonna move up and go for you, Baxter. Take a swing. 15. Yes, it does beat your AC. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
As he moves up and takes a swing and manages to connect. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put him there. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't go any further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't go any further than that.
We've got a mob building.
Don't worry, I've got a plan for this.
Okay. Yeah, it's the only one that can really get to you in that group.
Cool.
So, you're up, Baxter.
Brilliant. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at them all, start cackling in their faces, watch as they all grimace in confusion, and I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere. What this does is, anywhere in a 60-foot range, I can cast a 20-foot circle, or sphere I should say, of flames in any unoccupied space. Anyone caught within it then takes... Bear with me, I had it all here, and then it's just run away from me. Takes 2d6 fire damage on a saved fail, half on a successful, so on and so forth. Okay. So I'm going to cast it here. Allow me to just actually make the roll for it.
Yeah, just put the spell into the chat and we can have a look.
Yep.
There we go. Description. Nice. 1 max roll, 1 min roll. Okay. So let's see here. Occupied space, your choice. Yes. Okay, this is a concentration spell. 5-foot diameter sphere. Unoccupied space of your choice. Okay. Okay. So for this then, I think what we'll do is we'll just use the warmth spell orb thing that overuses. That will easily cover what you need. Where do you want to place this? If you can ping where you want to. or just tell me whereabouts you want to.
Yeah, bear with me because I need to count it where it doesn't hit us, but it hits who it needs to.
And it has to be unoccupied space, right? So
Yeah. I say
anywhere along here then, really.
Yeah.
So where are you going to go with?
So it's not letting me ping, but along that back wall where the two goblins are, just on that grassy green patch.
Like
bear with.
There?
The one diagonally in front of it.
There?
Bear with me.
Gotcha. There?
There we go. Yeah, that one there, please.
Yeah, okay. Right.
And now come for the everlasting dice rolls, because I like to make things hard.
It's all good. Right, so, let's see now. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 2d6 on a fail, or half, so save us, or half. As a bonus action, you can then move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving this turn. When you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers up to 5 feet tall. Yeah, okay, so you can go over walls with it if you want, or rocks or something. Sphere ignites flammable objects not being worn or carried. Oh, interesting. So you could even get rid of some of these bushes if you wish. Okay, great. In which case, yes, that's not a problem. Alright, well, then your spear is there until you decide you don't want it, or last 10 turns. So we'll add that. We'll add that to... We'll open that up and we'll rename it Fire Sphere. There we go. Okay. You should control by where are you? Baxter. Right, you should be able to move that now, Baxter. So
yeah, I can move it.
Yep, wonderful. Okay, so in which case then, as you cast that after they all moved, none of them need to make any saves at this point. From my understanding of this, it's appeared after they ended their turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so Karma Shaman. So that's going to be this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's his movement? 5. He's going to... he'll stay there. No. He'll go there. And seeing the destruction and the magic being thrown about, this carver jumps into action, grabs his little blade that he carries with him, and also a large banner on top of a large bendy pole. And as he looks at you, Baxter, and says, "Ha, like to play with fire," and you watch as his banner starts to glow, and eventually sparks ignite the top of it, and it just becomes almost like a flaming beacon. the light shines out from it, and you can see the energy starting to swirl around, and it comes down through the staff into his arm and into his body, and then he stretches out his other hand that holds the blade, and he points it towards you in your direction, and releases a firebolt in your direction. So it's going to be that. No, it doesn't. So it does absolutely nothing to him because he doesn't use mana. So all you see him do is instead of what you would expect a firebolt to stream across and towards you, this one just kind of ignites in his hand, and you just see him. It's like hot, 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 and it literally just like hopping around, just tapping his arm as best as he can to try and like get rid of the flames on it. But other than that, it completely whiffs. Ophi, you're up.
Shamans. They're not my best friends. They're as bad as necromancers, but less friendly. Ooh, I have a feeling my charge bolt is going to make another appearance. Keep opening it instead of dragging it. There we go. So bear with me.
Alright.
While I decide where my best...
Whereabouts?
Yeah. I think that's probably a good angle to be going for.
Yep. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at a push. Yeah, okay. Roll your damage. Oh, very nice.
Sick.
So minus 6 off of that one. Minus 6 off of him. Minus 6 off of that one. And that one. And of course the shame in the middle. One of them game. Okay, great.
And Nyx is aiming for the shaman.
Yep.
We've seen shamans before.
Yeah, you know what they can do when it works. Yep, that's a hit.
21 a hit. 8 damage.
Ooh, incredible. So this one, like a curveball in baseball, flies out from Nyx. And literally strikes the shaman straight in the head as he's trying to pat out the flames, and he's dealing with the electrical shocks that he's been receiving from your previous lightning spell. And you just see him drop his banner on the floor as he tumbles over. Falls heavily on the ground, sparking away still, and now burning as well.
Oh, no.
I look over it. Oh, sorry, go on.
Short-lived.
And I'm high-fiving Nyx. I just hope this one doesn't rise from the ashes.
I look over at Nyx, nod my head, turn back to the shaman, and just go, "How's that for fire?"
You hear from behind you something like, "Woo! Go Nyx! Go Nyx!" And you can see like hopping and dancing around is Aurora behind there. She's really impressed by the way you guys are fighting, because up until now she's not seen a lot of it in like this coherent way. But she calms down and focuses. So we have, let's see, this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll have to end his turn there. In which case, he needs to make a save. What's these? DC 13, and it's a dexterity. Straight roll. Yep, that's a save. So he takes half the damage. Did you roll the damage for your flaming spear, or do you do it every single time? I think you should. I
think it rolled with it.
I think it's a 7.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you done max and min, didn't you? So he's going to take 3 points of fire damage, and be like, what was that? As your sphere just kind of like lashes out slightly with fiery energy towards his direction. Okay. Next one up is this guy. 5, 10.
I'm commenting to Baxter as we're seeing these shamans come into play. Concentrate on the ones with the banners. Sod the ones with the swords. You want the ones with the banners. Otherwise you're wasting your energy.
Yeah, I looked back at you and I just turned around and I said, after what that cocky little dick said to me, they're all going down.
Okay, so he is actually saved as well. So I'll do his damage at the end of his turn. So he's going to... what's he going to do? Oh yeah, that's what he's going to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, yep. You watch as at your feet the dead body of the fallen, the carver that's right in front of you begins to rise as the chanting of this shaman over here. You watch as the energy from his banner leaves the top of it and kind of like arcs over like an artillery shot and lands on the body of this one. And you just see his glowing body start to reanimate. And that's his turn done. So yes, he will take the... he saved, so he's going to take an extra 3 points of damage. And the last one over here, 5, 10, 15... Oh, wrong one. 20... 20... 25... Let's move him out of the way. Let's move the dead one out of the way. He can't come back. He'll take his place. And this one is just going to launch a firebolt towards you, Baxter. Nope. No, doesn't hit. So you watch as the firebolt does go off this time. It doesn't seem to just explode on the caster, but it does miss as you duck under it. You see it coming in. You react to it coming in, and it hits the bridge just behind you, and just basically leaves a small scorch mark on the stone. Other than that, no threat. So remaining will be over here. So he's going to move into position. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. is as far as you can move. So this one's actually going to go for Nyx. That's a 13. Oh, that's definitely going to hit. So that's only 1 point. So Nyx is going to take 3 total points of damage as he slashes at her with his blade. The next one, the one that moved into position first, is going to then follow suit and miss. No, hang on. What's she got? She's got 2, hasn't she? Yeah. So it is going to hit. So that's only 1 point of slashing. So they're just cutting their way into Nyx at the moment. Let's see.
She's squawking like mad at the moment.
Oh, I bet. And that is 1, 2, 3. He can't go any further. I can't remember if I moved him. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's part of the other squad. Alright, so that's all that's going to happen for that. And Aurora is going to kick into action again. Let's I've got -3 of their arrows. Just going to look around and see if there's any that are injured, and go for that one. Also the furthest away if possible. Yep. So the one that has got scorch marks on it over here from the lightning is going to be fired upon. That's a hit. Damage. Oh, nice. Another one back to dust. Aurora's done. Carver. So these guys on the left side over by you, Baxter, gonna go for you one by one. Only 2 of them can reach you, so you've only got to deal with 2 that are coming for you. That's a crap roll, and next one, a 12. Have you got a shield at all?
That's a possibly. I remember buying one.
I think you might. If you want to use your reaction, you can, and then that will make this a miss.
I wish I could. I don't have one.
Oh, in which case then it's a hit. So you will take 2 points of slashing damage as he just about manages to find a weak point in your armor. The fire sphere. We'll put that underneath you. So it's now your turn, Baxter, and obviously on your turn you get a chance to move your fire sphere if you want as a bonus action. You can move.
Yep.
You can move it 30 feet.
Yeah, so I'm going to move the fire sphere first. This time, being unoccupied space, I can move it into a group of people. So ever so nicely, it's going to sit on top of the shaman.
So you're going to use your move to ram it into the shaman, basically.
Yeah, to ram it into the shaman.
Okay.
Everyone inside it can't move and have to do the DC checks.
Direct it over. Yeah. If you ran the sphere into a creature, that creature must make, and the sphere stops moving this turn. Right, okay, so you've moved it. So the one that has to save against it is the shaman, and he has to make a dexterity save against its damage. He fails. Are we still sticking with the 7 that you initially rolled?
It doesn't say anything about rolling again each turn for damage, so I'm happy to for simplicity's sake.
Okay, we'll do that then. So I need to just move that out of the way a sec so I can get to...
Yeah.
Because the trouble is they got really large hitboxes for some reason. There we go. So he loses 7 points after being rammed by a ball of fire. So that's your bonus actions. What do you want to do for your actual action?
For my main action, I am going to play a little. What I'm going to do is cast Heat Metal upon the.
Oh, hang on! Before you do that, I need you to make a concentration check, please.
Yes, sir.
It's the lowest you can get, so I think it's what 10, is it, or something?
Where would I find this? Oh.
What are you looking for? Concentration roll?
Yeah.
I'll just double check it to make sure. It's a Constitution saving throw, basically. So you make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
The DC is 10 or half the damage you take. Yeah, so it's equal to 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is greater. So, so you need a 10.
Yep.
Because you only took 2 points. Yeah.
Lightly brushing over.
Yeah.
I'll
so
take it.
very, very nice. Yeah. So you manage to keep a hold of your concentration on your fire sphere.
Yep.
And that's going to go down to 9. So you want to do heat metal?
Yes.
Okay. Very well. Who are you casting it on, please?
Just the creature in front of me. I forgot his name. But the guy in front of me holding the sword.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Bear with me. My laptop's just there. We go. Should come through.
Okay. Metal weapon will suit heavier, yeah. Cause it to glow red, hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage, which you've rolled. Oh, you've maxed them in again. So 9 points of fire damage. Pain touch of each suffering returns causes damage again. Creature is holding or wearing the object that takes damage from it. Okay, so you just see as the metal blade of the sword that is held by this Carver demon literally just ignites, and he tries to hold on to it, but he literally cannot. And the sheer amount of damage and the pain that this has caused him in one foul swoop has actually caused him to die.
Damn.
So that's one of the 17s. We can go over there. There we go. Okay, so that's your action, your bonus action taken care of. Are you moving or do it? Well, you've got to move, and that's it. Or free action if you need it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I'm stood.
Okay. Fire sphere ticks down. Carver, Shaman. Which number is that? Which one's that one? Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. I can remove him. Ophi, you're up.
Ooh, well, the first thing that's going to happen is that Nyx is flying behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Good, okay.
Okay.
I'm just taking stock of what's going on around me and who I need to focus on.
As Nyx moves out of the range of these two, they're going to take a swing at her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. That's also a hit. So she takes another 4 points of slashing damage total as they both land blows on her.
And that's her bye-byes for now then.
Oh, so she just about manages to get to you as the blade sinks into the back of her and just basically cuts her open. And you can see that she lands past you on the floor and just starts to crackle and burn into ash. So Nyx is no longer with us at this point, which is a shame.
I could have done with her firebolt, but not to worry.
No.
We will see her again tomorrow.
I'm going to have angry Ophi. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Yeah, I'm crazy frustrated now.
Mm-hmm.
Charge bolt. Really good way for me to get my frustration out.
Yep. Is that at the ones that attack Nyx?
Oh yes.
Yeah. 1, 2. So we'll give you that one as well. So it's 3. 3 of them. As the electric dies down. They were unharmed, but they're not now. There we go. And just pat themselves down where all these charges are still like sparking about their body and trying to get rid of it and the electrical charge. Yep. Okay. So you unleash the energy that's built up and pent up inside of you. They feel the sting of it. What are you doing next?
Can I get warmth going here as well?
Yeah, you can. Remember, it can only be in one place, so the other one will go down, but that's fine because Scarlet doesn't really need it.
Okay, that's fine. So I've got to get warmth going here.
Go ahead.
Because obviously Baxter's taken some damage.
Yep.
Although I haven't taken damage yet. We've got quite a mob going, so yeah, we've got warmth to keep us ticking over.
Right, let's pop that up behind you and put that on 10. Yep, okay. Great stuff. In which case, that's going to be you done. So your warmth kicks out its first lot of pulse. That's 3 hit points back, Baxter. And same for you, Ophi. Aurora isn't hurt.
I'm one turn too late for next, but not to worry.
Sadly, yeah. Moving into position from here, this Carver is going to swing his banner around in the air in circles as it lights up, and then he flings it forwards like a spear thrust straight towards you, Baxter. It's going to be a firebolt heading your direction. Oh, for flip's sake. And another that one. He ends up just shooting the ground with it. Like, it fires out completely the opposite direction and smashing into this rock behind him. So yeah, he's not happy kicking dirt. This one is going to move up next to this one and take a shot with his firebolt. This is going towards you, Bags. Yep, so it's 18. There we go. Okay, so you take 3 points of fire damage as the bolt of fire literally leaves the shaman's staff, this time over his front line and then straight into you, Baxter. Luckily, you just healed that 3 points of damage, so this is nothing. There we go. So next one, I believe that would be the last one to end the round. Nope, it's the carvers first. Actually, they should be down here in front of the shaman. So the carvers moving into position. No, that one there, that one there. Oh, I can only do 2 anyway. So 2 attacks on you then, Ophi, from the ones that took out Nyx with their reactions. That's a 12. I don't know if that hits or not. I'll check in a minute. And a 16. That will hit. Yep. So both land damage. You take 7 total points of slashing damage as they move in. They're not content with just taking out Nyx. They want to take out her owner as well. And give you a nice big cross-shaped cut.
Okay, so that's 7. I've still got some temporary hit points, so I'll take them off there.
Yep, temporary first, and then your base hit points go after that. Let's see, Carver. So the last one. He's going to, I think he's going to go for a firebolt against you, Baxter. That's a 5. Damn, man, these things are rubbish. Okay. So turn 5. Aurora is going to kick in with another arrow shot. Hopefully she can take something down. She's going to try and free up you, Ophi, from the guy that's in front. So she's going to use her ice-tipped arrow to shoot the carver that's in front of you. Hopefully, fingers crossed. She'll hit. That's an 8. No, completely misses. Damn. That would have been nice. Oh well. So she fires and completely misses. A little bit of pressure coming in from okay. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we can do. So these groups that are here, so these 4, are going to continue moving up. You've got 2 attacks coming towards you, Baxter. One's a miss, one is a hit. You take 4 points of slashing damage as they're starting to step up their accuracy and do deeper cuts. Baxter, you're up though.
Cool, my turn. I'm guessing I can't just get my flame sphere and ram it into the same shaman again, can I?
I don't believe so. Although, I don't mind if you do. It doesn't.
That's fine then. I was going to say all I was asking was from your perspective, if I were to just ram it back in to make him have to do the save again. So, yeah,
I don't see why not. It says you've got 30 feet of movement, so you could potentially just raise it up and then drop it down on his head. That's how I see it anyway.
Yeah, I'll just, to show that I've moved it, I'll move it again so you can do the DC and everything.
Okay. So it's a dexterity save?
Yes, 13 again.
And a half, so 13. So...
Oh.
So he does save.
Yes.
So you do ram it into him and he does save, but he only takes half the damage. So... What was it? 2d8, is it?
Yeah.
You already did the damage though, didn't you? So 7. Okay, so he's only going to take 3.
Do I have to do another con save for the sphere?
Yeah, you will do. Yeah, you should really do that at the start of your turn.
Right, okay.
I'll if you take damage.
One.
Do that. So do that first then, because you might drop your sphere. So you've got to do 2 con save. Hang on, how many hit you? Was it 1? No, only 1. So just 1. So you just need to do a d20 roll, and you need a 10 or above.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So sadly for you, your sphere that was over here, with the deeper cut this time, it's just a little bit too much, and you manage to lose concentration on your sphere, and it just drops. Kind of looks like a bit like a dying sun. Okay. So which means that the ram doesn't happen, the damage doesn't happen, so he's all okay.
He's still happy.
So
do I then
you've then
regain
got a choice
my
of what you
bonus
want to do.
action?
Huh?
Do I regain my bonus action from what I was going to do?
Yes. Yes,
technically,
because that technically never happened.
That's fine then. That's fine. Time to go into panic mode and find something to do. You know what? As Baxter realizes that these hits are cutting deeper and deeper, and he's going to need the extra help, he's going to cast his Oak Sage.
Interesting. Okay. Now, the Oak Sage is... there it is. And I'll be joining you on the same spot. Okay, so... The Oak Sage, instantly, as soon as you summon it, it kicks into life, and you can, let's see, I'll just double check it because it can be a little bit of a pain to remember this one. So yeah, okay. Members and pets. Okay, great. So what this does directly increase is your maximum hit points based on whatever rank you got. I think you got rank 2 or something. So
yeah.
So what it does is it doesn't increase your current hit points, it increases your maximum that you're able to have.
Oh, right, got you.
Alright. So you guys have just basically increased your hit point pool, basically.
Yeah.
But it's not like a healing thing or anything like that.
Yeah. It just adds as that extra rather than giving. Oh, okay.
So if you've got like 16, instead of whatever. What's your maximum HP at the moment?
My maximum HP is 26.
So that'll go up to 46. So you'll be basically 16 out of 46. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? 16 out of 46. No, it gives me horrible maths. Don't maths. Alright, I know I'll do it. I'll do it this way. 16, 46. Okay, well that kind of works, so we'll go with that. Same for you, Ophi, and same for Aurora. All the time that you are within the range of this creature, which you should be able to see his glow. Yeah, see, and also token aura, see. Yeah, so everyone should be able to see that in theory, which is wonderful. Yeah, so you will have an extra 20 in your hit point pool. So for the time being, you can actually overheal.
Right, that got you. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Um.
So 22. Ophi's max is 22. Yep. And she'll go up to 42. Okay.
Cool. So after that, Baxter calms himself down because he realizes he's just panicked and thrown a spell out there. He looks around, realizes there's nothing else he can do, and then transforms into his were shape.
Yeah, okay then. Do you want to swap out, or do you want me to do it?
You please, as I can't really reliably do it.
It's fine. I'm just going to put your other form over here out of the way for a sec. There you go. And I'll put your... Okay, and there you go. So, Ophi, you see how the transformation overcomes Baxter once more. You saw it once before, only briefly, I think, before falling to the amount of damage that the curse circle was doing. But this time you can actually see him in his full form. Everything seems to just meld into him as he takes on this hideous, ferocious looking beast creature. Grows in height, grows very what's like slender. And everything he holds just seems to also meld into this new form that you see of him. So you've got 43. Right, so that'll add an extra 20 on top of that. So 63. There we go. Okay.
And that's all I can do. So.
All right. Well, okay. Ophi, you're up next.
Well, I'm stood here a little bit shocked that I now have a shapeshifter stood next to me. But yeah, I'll go with it. It's not the strangest thing that's happened to me, but hey, they're good. So I'm just gonna go with it and hope for the best. He's not showing me any aggression. I assume it's still Baxter in there, so I kind of nod and just get on with it. Obviously, in the absence of Nyx, I'm still a little bit flustered and a little bit annoyed that she's not with us because it limits my my ability to have multiple hits. But we need to get these numbers down. So, for distance purposes, I'm going to get my firebolt out. I'm not fond of the fact I've got loads of carvers close to me, but we need to get rid of these shamans, otherwise they're just going to keep coming back. So I'm going to firebolt this guy over here.
Yeah, okay.
Just because he's further away. There's no point in me putting loads of energy into the carvers unless they're completely trying to annihilate me at this point. So, firebolt. Woo! 27 to hit.
Yeah, definitely strikes a weak spot. So, damage, please.
I'll be really annoyed if it comes through as a 1. I'm not sure how to read that. It says 9 plus 16.
Yep, that's correct. Don't forget, I've added in your critical onto it as a modifier straight away, so you don't have to roll anything extra. So the second number will always seem a lot higher because it'll add an extra 10 on top of it. Otherwise, it would go 9 plus 6 plus whatever is rolled on the third dice. It's just pointless. Okay. Right. Now, who is this at, Ophi?
The nearest carver. The nearest shaman side.
The shaman, okay.
The one at the street light.
Yeah.
I suppose.
So literally, the whole body of this thing just explodes. You can see the ball of the firebolt landing directly into the chest and expanding as the heat intensifies, and you just see his arms and his legs and all his limbs just literally just fly off. His body is just a charred mess on the floor, in several pieces. We will move him over here into my dead bin. Don't need those. Very well. Which one was that one? That was number 1. So you can go off of there. Wonderful. Very nice. Your warmth will also kick in as well. So that's going to go down to 8. That gives you and Baxter 3 hit points back.
How does this Oak Sage work on me? Do I add temporary hit points or?
You add it to your current HP. So your lowest number. If you've only got temporary hit points, then you can't heal those. You can only heal your actual lost HP.
Right, okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure because when you said you could increase your HP with this oak sage thing going up around me, I wasn't sure how it worked for me or not.
Yeah. So you should have 3 values of hit points on your sheet. You should have your current HP, your maximum HP, and your temporary HP. So for your maximum, you just add an extra 20 on top of whatever it was before.
Oh, an extra 20?
Yeah. But your current stays as it is.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Because it's not healing. Okay. In which case, that's done. That's done. Baxter, you will heal up any lost hit points.
Yeah, I've added them.
Great stuff. So that's that and that done. Carvers. So from this group, 1, 2, 3. There's probably not that many left. There's only 2 left. So from the 12s, I'm going to launch an attack on Ophi twice. So 2 attacks coming your way, Ophi.
Nice.
1, 2, 14 and a 12. Both of which are hits. 8 points total. Ooh, maximum damage on both rolls. Yikes. So you lose your last point of temporary HP and lose 7 of your actual base hit points. Yep, that's those 2 done. Moving on. Carve over here. He's going to move around a bit further. And try and burn Baxter's new werewolf form because he's absolutely taken back by it. That's not what I need. That's what I need. That's a 14. I believe your new armor class.
Yes, is a 10, so that hits.
Didn't you gain extra armor?
It says that it's a 10 in my were form. Yeah, on my character sheet, on my shapeshift character sheet, I've got my speed is 45, but my armor class is a 10.
Cancer level 1 gives you damage and hit points. Werewolf level 1 doesn't she transform? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Because you have low dexterity. So, in which case then, yeah, a 10 will strike, 14 will hit, and you will take only 1 point of measly fire damage in your humongous, 60 or whatever, 40 odd hit points. Okay. That's his turn done. Next one up. Also coming for you, Baxter. with a firebolt. Yep, that strikes, and 4 points of fire. That's their turn done. Turn 6. So we're going to go for another frost arrow. Heading towards one of the shaman, I think. Yeah. 6 piercing and 1 cold. I'll do it. So you just see this arrow whiz past your head, over the top of the carvers here. Why is there 2 there? Landing into the forehead of this one over here. You can see the ice literally just spread out across his skull, and he goes down. Put him over there in the dead pile, and that is that for him. For her, she's doing fine for arrows. Okay, 17, so it's going to be 17 groups over here. I've got 1, 2, 3. So 1 is going to attack with his sword against you, Ophi. That's a 4. The other 2 are coming towards you, Baxter. Oh, that was close. That was rolling around on the 20 there. So it still hits. You only take 1 point of slashing damage as your toughened exterior from turning into the shape that you've now become, clearly making it difficult for the weapons to pierce. This one can't do anything, so it's just going to move up. Yeah. So back to your turn.
Yep, I'm gonna move over to the last shaman.
Yep. Oh, you're gonna try and push your way through?
Yes.
Okay. There's a complete and utter wall this side of you, but you can take a route of, if you go head this way, and then round the back of Ophi, and then this way. That way. You could do that. You could make that route, and that would be fine. But you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks of opportunity against you. But it's your choice.
Yeah, what are opportunity attacks if not something else to spice up the session?
Well, there is that way of looking at it. Okay, so make your move, and we will see what happens. Okay. Righty, so that's going to be 5 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As one by one they try to swing their blades towards you. Looks like only 13, 16, 15. So 3 hits. For a total of 10 points of slashing damage. Ooh, those damage rolls.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, if I leave my wild shape form, I am just DOS, so looks like I ain't moving.
So you're just like barreling through, just, I don't care, I'm going to take all these blows, I'm going to kill this show, I'm going to rip him in half. And you can feel the blades cutting into you as you go through. You're dodging under some of them and being quick around the rest, and you know it's a bit tit for tat sort of thing. So there are 3 that do get you, but the other 2 miss. So that's only movement. So you have both your action and bonus action. Which
Cool. So
at this point is 2 attacks.
I am just going to look the shaman dead in the eyes.
Great.
Hit him with the right claw.
Alright, he looks up at you and just gulps.
As he should.
Yep, he's literally shooting himself right now. A 14, fantastic. That's going to hit. Roll your damage.
Yep. But I was going to say
that
that slashing, does that count, or do you want me to do it again?
No, that's fine. That's what do we have here? Oh yeah, your strength isn't that great, is it?
No.
So yeah, that's fine. So it'd be your strength mod plus 1. So you don't actually roll damage for these ones.
Oh, okay.
But saying that, as you are a certain kind of druid form, you will be, because you are basically using a weapon. It's just in the form of a claw. So yes, you will roll your weapon damage. So in this case, it will be you've got your D4. What weapon are you using?
Short sword.
Short sword. So yeah, D4 and then plus 1 for your modifier. So it's 2 plus 1. Yep. So it's 3 points of damage. Yep. Yep. And then for your offhand.
Yep.
It will be used as you would normally use it as barehanded. So if you hit, you'll only do your strength mod plus 1. Unless you're critical.
So yeah, I'm just gonna smack him with my right and smack him back into the left.
Yeah, you hit. So you'll be doing an extra 2 points of damage because you've got a modifier of 1, so 2 points. Okay. Yeah, he's not looking good. He's not looking good whatsoever.
Good.
Okay. As she's no longer in that range, she loses that. So it goes down to 38 again. Oath is still within range. So she's got 42. Okay. Ophie, you're up. What are you doing?
Oh, he's still standing.
Oh yeah, just about. He's starting to look a bit shaky on his feet after that deliverance of blows. But yeah, he's still with us at the moment.
I think I'm going to be sending him a firebolt to see if I can give him his last rites.
Yeah, nice.
There we go. Oh, it's 11. I don't think it's a hit, is it?
Yeah, it's a hit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These guys are less armored. These are less armored.
9 to hit. 9.
His head just explodes.
Ooh, right, now we can go for the carvers.
There we go. All the shamans are deceased, which means no more resurrections. Which means I can now move all of these extras off the board because they can't be revived, and also can't be raised by Francis. Okay. So with again another nice combo attack there, you manage to finish off the final of the Carver Shamans.
Nice teamwork.
I can't really say anything back as I'm in my beast form, but you just hear a happy dog sound.
A cow would be nice, Baxter.
He's your tail waggling.
Yeah.
And your ears
you just see the tail wagging in the back.
Fantastic. So you can emote if you like, you can like do thumbs up and stuff like that. You're not completely bestial. You are in the form, but you still have the mind of a person. So
mind of a man, form of a bee.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, with the tail still wagging, because that's, funny, you just see a singular elongated thumb just rise from my side.
Fantastic. Okay. Ophi doing damage. You don't have a bonus action, Ophi, I don't think. Unless you want to do something else. I think
no, I've got no other actions.
No.
I've done my only bonus action is one warmth, and that's already running. So
right, in which case, we will move on to the warmth and drop that down to 7. So that will pump out another 3 hit points to you, Ophi. And then the Carver 12s is only these 2, and they're going to turn, or one of them is going to turn, and come after you, Baxter. And the other one is going to continue after you, Ophi. Ophi, as this one has moved out of the way, you do get a chance at attacking him with your weapon, or if you are weaponless, you can try to punch or kick.
I still have a staff in hand, I believe.
Yep, you can bonk him with it if you manage to hit. So, roll your attack with your staff.
Okay.
I think it is on there. I did put it on there.
I'm not sure what it is. I don't often.
It'll be strength based. So 1d20 plus your strength modifier, plus your proficiency, which is 2. You got -2 on your strength.
Mhm.
So the proficiency will bring that up to a flat roll then. So just do 1d20, and you need 10 or above, or 9 for a glancing. Unlucky. So you take a big swing as you see him leave out the corner of your eye, and sadly he's just too quick for you to get away, and too small. You swing too high, and he ducks under and goes. Good attempt though. So this guy is now going to attack you, Ophi, and the other one is going to go for... Oh, okay. So the one that goes for Baxter actually drops his weapon, and it lands... 4. Okay. How many? 1, 2, 3, 8. I'll do a randomizer with this because I can't bother to get the other one up, so 5. Oh. So as he kind of brings the blade up from like an upward swing motion, you smack his hand and right at the wrist, and the blade literally just flies loose. It goes underneath you, so you kind of like bat it away from you, and slides to a halt over here. So he's looking now up at you, thinking, "Oh shit! I'm now weaponless, faced down by something like an 8 or 9 foot beast creature that he's never seen before." Yeah, he's not doing too well, and he's also taking a little bit of damage. As for the other one though, it does hit you, Ophi, and you will take 1 point of slashing damage as he gives a very shaky but firm enough slash towards you. That's going to be the 12s done. Shermans are gone. Yeah, they're all kaput, so that's fine. So we're already on turn 7. Aurora snaps into action, takes a pot shot at the one that's going after Baxter. Yeah. Yeah, to free him up. So if she can kill him, then at least, well, he's weaponless, so it's not really much of a threat. No, she's gonna go for one of the guys with the weapons. So the one that's right at the back here, she's going to launch an arrow towards. Yep, that's a hit, and damage. Nice. Sinks the arrow into its side, and he dies. Put him over there, out of the way. There we go. So that's Aurora done. Cover 17s, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and those two are 12s. So this one is going to move past his friend here and run in and try and get a hit on Ophi. Can't attack you all. No. And this one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3 with 1 at advantage, Ophi.
Okay, what was that? What do I need to do?
The one that's advantage has just hit you for 3, and the other one misses. The third one hits for 4.
Okay, so that's 7 altogether.
Yeah. There we go.
We can start taking these carvers out now, Baxter.
Baxter again, thumbs up.
Alright, Baxter, you're out.
Cool. So the unarmed, cowering carver behind me is just going to receive a swift backhand. Rolls allowed.
Yeah.
Rolls allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's... Remind me how damage again.
Just do it as you would normally do it. So just roll your damage that you would normally.
Oh yeah. So, yeah.
Is this your offhand?
Yeah, that's my offhand.
Oh, in which case, yeah. So that will always be a 2.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm guessing that he didn't just puff into a cloud of smoke. He's still living.
I'm afraid not.
Oh.
You did get a 22 though, so it will add an extra 2 points onto your damage because you nailed his AC more than double. So that's going to be, yeah, it was going to be 4. Yeah. So it is quite a powerful strike as you backhand him. Yep. You've got your main attack that you can do now, or you can move and go for something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him with that, beat him up a bit. He's still got to retrieve his weapon, so...
Correct.
I'm just gonna let him off with that nice little slap. Bear with me.
Fair enough. He is going to get an action against you though. As you move away from him, you do. Yep. He is unarmed, so basically he does 1 point of damage, but it's 1 point of damage anyway. So either way, it's 1 point of damage. That's it. He basically punches you as you move away. Not so much a punch, more like a vicious grab. He's got quite sharp fingernails, so they do pierce through things, but they're not obviously a main weapon, so nothing like that.
Yeah, it's just like he grabs the fur on my tail and it just pulls out of...
yeah, as you turn tail, yeah, he just grabs a tuft of it and like, oh, okay, what do I do with this? So it's still your turn.
Cool, so as for my main big boy slash, I'm gonna, the one right in front of Ophi, I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna just dome him properly. No, I'm not. That's an 8.
No, you need more than that for these guys.
Yeah.
So he senses you coming over and just basically swings his body around slightly so that his shield is now facing you, and without even having to move his arm, it just connects with your claws, and you can hear the scraping of your claw as it goes across the wood. You can see the big scratch marks across his small shield now. So you left him up.
Yeah, I've still got movement room, or is that my turn done?
No, you've still got movement. If you want to use it, you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a step back, realizing that I didn't achieve what I set out to.
Okay. You've got 2 more attacks coming your way.
Yep.
That's a hit. And you do take 4 points of slashing, sadly, as one of them does manage to connect with you as you turn again away from the battle area.
Cool. That's me done then.
Great stuff. Okay. Next up. I don't think I was meant to do that. Nope. Ophi, you're up.
Ooh. Decisions. These guys are annoying me now. But at least they can't keep coming back from the dead.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, you can get 4. Let me see.
Yeah, I think so. Up there. So we're just into 4.
Yeah, you might be able to get away with that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll give you it. Go on. Roll damage.
2.
2 again. Hey. That one. Oh, he's finally damaged, and that one over there is on. Okay. So as the lightning clears, you can see that there's 4 crackling bodies in front of you. They are still standing, but they did take some damage. What do you want to do, Effie?
Well, I wish I could cast it again, but nothing I can do.
Do you want to move? Or do you want to stay put?
Decisions. If I move, I've got 2 of them that are going to try and slash out at me, and I could do with staying put.
Yeah.
So I don't.
These 2 here have still got their attacks against you. Oh no, 1. 1 has. He's used his. He's used his. And he's used his. So this one here can attack you. Depending on where you move.
Pardon?
Depends on where you move.
Well, if I moved here,
yeah, he can get you.
That he's gonna get me again, isn't he? So
no, he can't. He's used his.
Oh, okay, I'll move that one.
Okay, so this one here can attack you.
Okay.
But there's only 1. Oh damn. So 7 total points of damage. Plus you've got. No, that's it.
It's 7, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes me down to 3.
Yeah, which you will get 3 back anyway from your warmth if you stay where you are, or if you go a bit further to there, then they can't get to you because they can't get here.
Yeah, I think I might have to.
So you kind of using it as a shield as well as a heal. Alright, so we'll drop that down to 6. You get an extra 3 hit points back, so you're on 6. Now the ones that were remaining are going to... He's going to head... No. There, and grab his sword. As a free action, turn and attack... Baxter there. Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. We can hide that. There we go. So he stands, swings, misses. The last of the dwarves moves in. And with advantage this time because of the positioning of where his friend is, he's going to gain a 10. I think that just about hits. So you take 2 points of slashing damage.
Ew.
Baxter. That's it. That's all you take. All he can muster against you. You're too strong. Aurora, seeing this happening, is going to launch an arrow towards this one over here. That's a nat 20.
Gorgeous.
It's going to be big. Alright, so she rolls a d6 for her damage. So she does 9, 11, and then on top of that she does the extra 6. Plus the extra 2 for a powerful hit. So we're looking at 11, 12, 13, 19 points of piercing damage. As this thing is basically shish kebabbed. Goes down very heavily, and the arrow tears through its body and is now just stuck in the wall. It's like a permanent fixture over here in this wall section. We'll move him over to the 12, Death Pool, and she's going to back up. No, actually she's not. She can't do much if she gets into close combat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. That'll do. She's still fire from there. That side, so she'll go for a quick stealth roll. See if she can get into. Yep, that's good enough. Right, yeah. So 17s. No. 1, 2. Alright, so one's coming after you, then Ophi. That's an 8. It's going to miss.
Thank goodness for that.
In his weakened state, he just cannot land the blow. The other 3... Hang on, sorry. My mass is off. The other 2... No, I'm right. He's from the 12 group. These are 17s. So 1, 2... So the other 2 that can actually reach... are going to move around to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. So we've got 3. So this one's going to get advantage. So is this one. So you've got 3 attacks with advantage on you, Baxter.
Yippee.
Well, that's a miss. Don't forget they got no modifiers. They're just complete. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's going to be a hit. And that one is 3. You take 3 points of damage as the second one comes in. It is going to strike.
With another.
Take another 3 points of damage, so 6 total. And that's as much as they can muster against you. They're just really not that good. It's also now your turn.
Cool. So Bax is starting to get bloodied and beaten. Pools of hair just, being drawn out. He's going to take on the guy diagonally left of him. That one there.
Yeah. Well, these two here are very weak.
Okay.
The other one, they're near death basically. The other one's heavily blooded. The one which is closest between you and Ophi, so this one here, is barely injured.
Okay. So the two at the top then, I'll start as I'm going to go on the one closest to the wall over here.
Go ahead.
I'm going to hit him with the good old lefty.
Yep. So your fan. That's a hit. So that's 2 points of damage.
Brilliant.
And that's all you needed. He goes down.
Nice.
Off the back of your swipe. Next one.
And then the one between me and Ophi, as I can see, he's more standable. Like he's better, well off than the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit there and try to do something to him.
Yeah, that does hit. It's only a glancing blow though.
Yeah.
So you just about managed to get something. So which one are you going for?
The one to my
That one.
left. Sorry, the other one when it decides to ping.
That one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. So this is your main. So roll your damage for this one because this is a weapon roll.
Yep.
And we'll take half of that. So okay. Okay. So you do 2 on him as well. Okay. So with that done, that's basically you exhausted for that turn. Ophi. You're not out of options yet.
I know. I'm deciding what to do about this guy. He's a bit close for comfort.
Yeah, sure. Obviously he's within range of you, and if you do decide to get out of there without doing a disengage as your action, then he will take a swipe at you. But it's only got a 50% chance of hitting you anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to send a chromatic orb at him. Close range spell.
Yeah, okay. Or you can try and donk him on the head with your staff, and completely up to you.
I'm not good at hand to hand. I much prefer spells. So a fire chromatic orb. Please tell me that
hits. Yeah, that hits. That's over his AC.
So that's one spell slot down.
Which element are you using? Is it fire?
Yes,
yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
And 11 to hit.
Oh, 11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's not much left of him after this impacts him.
Oh, he's not fried yet. Oh, he is fried. Hey!
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He was the last of the 12 guys.
Barbecued carver, anybody?
So we can remove that off the board. Yeah, that was the last of that group. Gone. So you've only got the other group. So you've only got 3 from the other group that are left. And they're all in very... no, 1 is near death. The other 2 are in bad condition. A bit bloodied. Are you staying there?
I'm staying put. I'm comfortable where I am, thank you. I've got a nice
Alright,
fancy
so
point.
your warmth kicks in. And the next turn starts. So moving forward then slightly, because she's not panicking now. Aurora is going to loose a shot towards the furthest one. That one. Yeah. She's going to loose a shot towards the furthest carver away from her. That's an 18. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage. That's this. Kills over and dies. No, you come back. There we go. Okay. So she's just blinking arrows from behind you, left, right, and centre, and just taking things out. How many more of these things? So these 2 are going to go for Baxter, as that's all that's left to do. No advantage. That's a complete and utter mess. So the second one's a strike, and the first one. So the second one does you for 4 points of slashing, Baxter. But the first one, you manage to parry the blade away, and you do it with such force that he drops the blade entirely. D4 and a D8. So it lands over here. So you literally back swing your hand away, and it knocks the sword, and it spirals through the air and lands over here, coming to a halt over by the wall. So he is now weaponless. Okay, so your turn.
Also, the weaponless one, I'm just gonna hit with my right claw.
Yep. That's a hit. Roll your damage.
2. Oh my god. Which
yeah.
I'm guessing does nothing.
It actually does. It does damage him, but he's not dead.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was getting at. That doesn't really touch him, so I'm gonna hit him with the left again.
Yep. It's brilliant. Okay, so that's going to be a powerful hit. So we're going to add an extra 2 points of damage onto your 2 that you do normally, so that's 4 total.
Yep.
And with that strike, you manage to wipe him out. And the last one is left standing there. I'm actually going to do a quick Constitution save. Nope. Definitely not. Even before I work out how many have gone from the squad. Yeah. No, that's fine. So he is suffering from fear. So his attacks are now at a disadvantage. And he's also going to try and flee. The way I do flee is if a fleeing monster isn't slain within 3 turns of it trying to flee, it completely flees the area. So he is going to run like hell. But you are a super fast wolf. We have... It's not his turn, is it? No, it's your turn. It's your turn, Baxter. You just attacked and forced him into fleeing. Yeah. So on his turn, he's going to run. Ophi. You can see the expression on his face, yeah, that he is fearing for his life. He's looking around really frantically, like trying to find ways where he can get out and maybe run to safety. And he's not. His will to fight has left.
I'm chasing this guy with a firebolt.
Fantastic. Launch. So 21. Fantastic. Yeah, that's definitely going to do. Wow. And there we go. So whilst he's looking around, he doesn't spot the firebolt that's coming from you. And it smacks him straight in the back of the head. And burns his face off from the other side outwards. You've done it, guys. You took out the Carver raiding party. Now, you may not realise what this means, but they weren't actually meant to be in this map. They were on their way through this map, which is why they were so concentrated as a force. They were actually on their way towards the encampment.
Oh.
It's a long way. It's a long march, but they were actually heading towards the encampment, and were going to try to raid it and kill everyone there. You've managed to stop this from happening by stopping them dead in their tracks. So I've made this nice and easy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 from the first group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 from the second group. So you've got 8 Carver bodies that are just laying around. I would say anywhere from like this area, about there. You didn't kill any over here, so they've all you've headed them off at the bridge, which is fine. So you've got 8 Carver bodies that have been slain, and there's also 4 Carver shaman which are again in the same area. So if you wish to do a search between the two of you, you can. I'll lower the DC because you've done an absolutely fantastic job. But I'm not just going to hand you stuff. So I'll make it easier for you, but you're not just going to get it 100%. Obviously, Ophi, I think you noticed the chest over there at some point, and you can always check that out. But you've basically cleared this area, other than the chests that you can find and open. Also, this one at the top needs searching. Hasn't been searched yet.
Okay, so I could do with healing. So I'm going to stick by my orb.
Yeah, your orb has 5 turns left, so 5 by 3, so that's what, 15.
Baxter also needs his healing, because without it, he is just going to turn into a puddle of flesh and bone out of his were form.
So let's say that after the fight, you instantly all rush towards the globe and heal up as many wounds as you possibly can before it disappears. You both gain 15 hit points back. You can go over your maximum, because... No, sorry. I don't know if it's there. Yeah. So you would have lost it. You would have lost the effect of that, Ophi, because you don't get it back if you somehow exit the radius of it. So that would go down for you. So you are back to no more than what your base allows you to heal, basically. However, for you, you don't have to worry about leaving the area, Baxter, because it follows you everywhere you go. So you can always be under the benefit of your oak sage.
Yeah.
So you can actually heal up to 63 in this current form. Now, if you consider that you are waiting by the orb, and it still takes its same amount of time to kick in every single 6 seconds or so, and then it will boost out another pulse, another pulse, another pulse, and you stand there for the time being that it would take for that. So what did I say? It's like 5, didn't I? So for another 30 seconds. In that time, you would have had a choice. You can either drop your form and go back to human Baxter, or you can remain in your form if you spend the mana to do so.
He's going to drop his form and go back to human to better aid in his searching and pillaging of corpses.
Great stuff. Okay. In which case, we will bring you back. Your oak sage, that's only until you dismiss it or it dies, if I remember correctly. It doesn't have a duration.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So there we go. So you watch Ophi as Baxter returns back to his original human form. Obviously a lot less sparey.
And then I give him a high five and a fist punch.
And Aurora comes running over and she says, "Wow, Baxter, you were incredible."
Baxter, ever the ladies' man, just turns around, fumbles his words, does finger guns, and smiles.
Right, I spy a chest, so I've got plenty of keys. I topped up earlier, so shall we...
Aurora's going to go scavenge for some arrows. Good enough.
Baxter's just going to shoulder peek what Ophi gets out of this chest, just because.
I need my notepad so I can use a key. One key down. And chest.
So whilst you're doing all that, Aurora's going to walk around and collect arrows from wherever she can.
It is ready and locked, and I'm going to turn it.
Yep. Right, so key. Let's find my Act 1 loot. With a swift turn of the key, the lid pops open, and inside, where are we? Black Marsh is number 3. A short bow with no magical properties, no auras to it, no nothing, and also a full arrow quiver.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not absolutely wonderful. Obviously, either belong to a travelling roguish like hero, or a ranger type, that sort of thing. And they've just left it behind for whatever reason. Maybe they ran into a little bit of bother and have had to leave it behind. So that is now open. Are you taking the items from there, Ophi?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this then. Okay. So you can add a short bow and a quiver of arrows. Right, okay, wonderful. So that one's now open. Do you want to do searching the bodies because obviously the bodies. What did I say? 8 in that one and
5 in
5 in the other. So each one of those has a short sword and a small shield. So there's your basic search, but if you want to do your rolls, your loot search, you can. The Shermans obviously have daggers on them, so that's 4 daggers that are scattered about as well. The banners are of no use whatsoever. They just count as held prop items, kind of like a focus sort of thing.
Okay.
So nothing special for that.
So if we do a perception check.
Yeah, you can if you want to. So, are you just doing one on your own?
Come on, Baxter.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm doing mine. I just need to.
You can do investigation or perception, whichever works best for you.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to do a perception check.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Yep. Just slowly loading. There we go.
Oh, I don't know if I've told you this, guys, or whether you've forgotten. I'm not sure where we are with this, but for your loot searches now, it's done slightly differently. So now all you do is you just do a investigation or perception. Sorry, you just do your D20 roll, and then you take your investigation and perception modifiers and add those to the roll. So you actually get 2 that you get to use. So you can just do. So let's see, 1d20 plus 2. That's your proficiency. Yeah. Yeah, so that's right. So you still get to add your proficiency, so don't worry about that. So let's see. So what are your modifiers for your intelligence? I think
My intelligence is -2.
Investigation.
Mine's -1.
-1. So you don't get to add those because they're negatives. In which case, I said I'll drop the DC, and I will. Okay. So with a reduced DC, this means that both of you are successful. So this means, as a result, on 2 successful checks, you get 3 rolls on the loot table. Whoever wants to do the loot rolling can do the loot rolling, and that's the items that you're going to have.
Okay. Do you want to do it, Baxter?
Do you know how to do it, Baxter?
I do not know how to do it, no.
Alright, well this would be a good learning curve. So all you do is you click on anywhere that you are able to control. So any, like your character, or if you've got a spell open, you can do that. So you click on your character, and then up the top left, there's loads of little things that have just popped up, or should have popped up.
Yep.
Okay. You've got 3 rolls. So what you need to do is find the one that says loot search, and then just click on it 3 times. Okay, so those are the items you found. You found a dagger, leather gloves, and a healing potion. Now what you need to do is discern the rarity of those items. So where it says loot rarity, you need to roll it twice, because the healing potion can't be discerned.
Yeah.
Alright, so roll it twice. You got blue and blue. So you've actually found a magical dagger and a magical set of gloves and a healing potion from all of that combat area. Okay, so from all those bodies, that's what you've managed to gain from all those. You can also do a check for the shaman as well as a separate check, which I'll get you guys to roll again on your perception, and then add your investigation modifier to that. If it's only a plus, if it's a negative, don't add it.
Yeah.
So
13 again.
Yeah.
Mine's just taking a minute. My laptop's deciding to play funny with me.
It's all good.
$18.
Perfect. So even without the reduced DC, you would have been absolutely fine. All right. So that's another 3 rolls then. So if you want to again click on the loot search and do it 3 times. Hand axe, shield, and a poison maker's kit. Okay, so that's another 2 possible items that can be magical. So roll twice on the loot rarity.
1. Ooh.
Okay, so they're both standards. Okay, so they're not magical. So you found a boring old hand axe and a boring small shield. Basically nothing more than what the monsters carry. But on your first lot, you managed to find a magical dagger, and a magical set of leather gloves, which is kind of nice. You've also looted a normal bow and arrows from the for the chest, and in doing so, I can give you the money for that as well. That'll be 3d12. 25 gold coins on top of that from this body over here. And that is your loot done from what you can see in this particular area. Anything else will have to be gained from other places or other searches, but for now that is all you're going to get. Not a bad haul. So whilst you are doing what you are doing and looting and finding stuff and placing it into your inventories and so on and so forth, Aurora finishes collecting up her arrows and restocking back into her quiver and comes over and says, "Hey, what'd you find? Anything decent?"
Baxter just looks up, clears his throat, and just says, "Yeah, a couple of things, but never know how good they'll be until I get the chance to test them out, you know what I mean?"
Yeah, oh, definitely. Well, I'm sure Kane can help with that. If you don't have an identifier scroll, then he'll more than happily look at them for you and tell you what they do. But you know what? I think we should really start getting back. We've been gone for some time, and I'm worried about the others. So, and I've still got to find Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, no, that's good. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I've satisfied my frustration now. So, yeah, that's okay.
Hey, I'm sorry about Nyx.
She'll be fine.
I know, but I know it hurts you when in she goes.
And I miss her. But I know she always comes back to me.
She
She just needs time to regenerate.
That's okay. Can you get her back soon, or?
It's usually a day or so.
Okay, so maybe tomorrow then. Not too far now. I'm pretty sure it's getting quite late in the afternoon.
Yeah. Let's head back to the others.
Alright, great. She starts heading over the bridge.
You coming back, sir?
Yeah, he just takes a second to look at all the corpses and everything, and he just shivers before heading off and following the rest of you guys.
Great stuff. There we go. We'll put those back on there, because Francis might want Okay. So 1 by 1 we all head back to the waypoint over there, and just take a moment to gather ourselves before stepping onto the pad and back into the safe, for now, confines of the rogue encampment. Now, the other thing is, I would probably, for now, leave the looting and maybe just chuck it into the stash and just find out where the other guys have got to. Inside the tower, because it's been a while. You don't know whether they've moved or not. But we do have just load up the map. We do have obviously the existing portal, which will get us straight back to them. So once back in town, inside the encampment, Aurora rushes over to Kasha and begins talking to her. You can't quite hear what's being said, but there does seem to be a matter of urgency that has been spoken about. What are you guys doing in regards to when you get inside the encampment?
I'm just going to go over to the stash and drop off everything that I picked up and head back over to the portal that will return us to where we last were.
Yeah.
Shouting over at Ophi saying, I'm all done, ready when you are.
Yep, same. So all the stuff that we've picked up, we're sticking in this shed kind of loot.
In the shared stash, yeah, no problem. Warav obviously over there tending to the crates and said, don't you worry, everything's still safe. I'll keep a close eye on it.
And then head back to the tower for the rest and have a rest there.
Yeah.
Right, well, you can't rest inside the tower. As weird as it sounds, it's kind of a limitation. Your body doesn't rest very well when it's in these horrible cold places. You have to find some way that you can actually get a bit of comfort, and doing that outside of a campsite or a town is very, very difficult. So you won't get any benefit from it. However, if you wish, you can do a short rest, which is only a 10-minute breather. You can do that anywhere and get the benefit of that.
Yeah, because
it will get you your hit points and magic points back if you use your MP dice and hit point dice.
Yeah, I could do with replenishing my mana, especially if we've potentially got some more battling to do in the rest of the tower. So.
Oh, no kidding! There's still a lot to go. Right, so once everybody is dumping everything off inside the tower, inside the town, the encampment, you hear from behind, "Hey, wait for me!" And then you look around and you can see that Aurora is just like running over to got a bow and arrows all restocked and ready to go. I thought you were going to go without me.
I'm going to have a meal as well.
Okay.
So, short rest. Is that what we press to recover everything, or?
Yeah, it'll be a short rest. Actually, let's put you guys back in there a second, because you're not leaving via there, you're leaving via the portal.
So
sorry, go ahead.
So is that supposed to recover my mana points as well?
So with your resting, Ophi, you need to roll your hit point dice basically, and that's what you recover from it, and that will take into account your con modifiers as well. And you do the same thing for your mana, but you use the mana dice that are on the right side of your sheet. And you do the same thing with that. It's
Okay.
And then you'll have your
I'm at 4 hit points now anyway.
Your modifiers for that for charisma.
I need. This is 4d10 to my mana.
Yep. So do your d10 roll, because every single roll you need to add your charisma modifier to it as well, because that's your casting stat.
Right. Okay. My charisma is 20 star.
No, what's your modifier? If it's 20, then 5 is your modifier. So So whatever you roll, add 5 onto that, and do that as many times as you need until your mana comes back.
So if I roll 4d10, do I do it as d10 times? Just roll it 4 times, or should I just do 4d10 on the?
Well, if you get 5 back, you might as well just do 4d10 plus 20. So
that's 4d10, so plus 20.
41. So you regain 41, and you've used 4 of your mana dice.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Little recovery there. Don't know if you want to do hit points.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of my mana back then.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah, ready to head back.
Alright, Baxter, are you going to heal up any hit point dice or magic point dice?
I was going to say, yeah, what do you call it? I'm going to do... so first I'm going to take away the Oak Sage, just to give that a fresh rerun for when we get back in the tower. So it's gone automatically back down to my max hit points. So I don't know how many I was on before that. I think I was on 38.
You were on... Well, how many hit points did you have before you turned into your wolf?
Oh, I had 16.
Right, so you'd be on 16 then when you come back. So...
Okie dokie.
So work it out from there, how many you need, how many... Yeah, because obviously if you're going to drop your sage, then you're not going to heal past whatever your max is.
Yes, doesn't say where my... What you call it? This is fun. I think I'll just, instead of rolling dice, I'll just take a healing potion.
You've still got to roll. You've still got to roll a healing potion dice, so it's completely.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. I was going to say, I just can't find how many dice I've got for my health.
It's where your hit points are on your character sheet.
Oh, as it is. 4d8.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take 2 of them.
Alright, so take 2, and then whatever constitution modifier you have, add that to each one.
I don't have any constitution modification, so it's just 2d8s.
Oh, there you go then, 2d8. Okay.
Maximum men, so that's 24. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that gives you enough, and it should.
Yeah, it's 2 off my maximum.
Yeah, it should leave you 2 as well to use at a later date if you need it.
Yeah.
Do you need any mana, or are you okay for that?
I was okay for mana.
Alright, great stuff. In which case then, if you guys are ready, we will head back down into the Forgotten Tower. And the last person to go through will be Ophi, otherwise we get stuck. So, as Ophi steps through, the portal behind her ceases to be. Or next isn't anymore. And just like that, you guys are back inside the tower. Not much has changed since you've been gone. Obviously the heat globe has gone. Scarlet's still wandering around, wondering what's going on, where everybody's gone. Francis still over in the corner. And Alaric is still sat in that room on the bed. We haven't been gone for too long, to be honest. It does seem like a lot longer than what it actually is. But right now, we are all back safe and sound with better loot. And a clearer path. So, with all that in mind, I think right now is going to be a great time to call this to a close. And we will pick this up next week, guys, where hopefully we'll have a lot more people that can actually make it. I know Alaric will be able to be here. And we'll see how Francis gets on, and Scarlet hopefully can join us as well.
Yeah, and I'll be able to fix Alaric.
Yeah, you'll be able to fix him. Wonderful.
Lovely. Thanks a lot.
Right,
Great session.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been really
Yeah,
fun.
we have.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
See you all in a bit.
Alright, I believe that just leaves me on my own to thank the people who turned up. I don't really know what happened, but you know, it's nice when people can turn up. Obviously, if you can't, you can't. There's nothing you can do about it. Don't hold any grudge or anything like that. It's life. We just have to move on. As for what happened today, I hope everyone has enjoyed it who's watching after the upload. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload this one, as I'm pretty busy at the moment, but it should be sometime this week in time for the next one to be recorded and uploaded and so on. Nothing else really to cover. It's been a bit of a weird session, but we made the most of it, and that's the main thing. So without further ado then, we are going to be playing next week on Sunday, our usual time, and hopefully more of us will be able to make an appearance. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. We had a great time, and we will see you very shortly in a week's time. Thanks very much. Thank you for watching. Also, if you do want to join us on our Discord, it will be in the description and so on, as it is in every other video. Or if you just want to put messages on my videos in YouTube, just do so. I'll pass the messages on if there's any questions for any of the players about their characters and so forth. Then feel free to ask. but with nothing else to cover, I'm going to wrap up here. So thanks very much for joining us, for following us, and stay safe. Bye for now.